Those who are strongly affected by welfare reform have been labeled the $64 moms. They are mothers who are currently receiving welfare benefits but will not receive additional funds in the amount of $64 if they have another child. Supporters of the law claim it's an incentive tactic to stop mothers from reproducing while on welfare and to get them to use birth control wisely. Opposers, like these young mothers, say it will only make matters worse.
It's not going to do anything but increase the abortion rate. It is because it's hard. It's too hard today to with the kids and everything the price of living. It really is. It's hard, and I don't see how they can say that it's going to help people to get off or motivate people to get off assistance, because really I don't think it's going to help.
They're not going to have as much as money as they should for both kids or something, and it is going to increase the abortion rate because once somebody gets pregnant, they're going to run to the abortion clinic because they can't afford the baby.
Yes, so, and kids are very expensive today with the clothes and, having everything done. It's very expensive. It is. And to do it by yourself is hard. It really is.
Melanie and Paula each have one child, so they're not directly affected by the cut yet. They consider themselves fortunate. They represent a small percentage of mothers with a strong support system at home that helps them through the trials of single parenting.
It was hard to tell them I was pregnant, but everybody seems to help. The family seems to help each other, and they was real supportive.
My family was supportive. Yeah. So my senior year wasn't that bad. The only thing that really, got in the way is that he became sick, and I missed a lot of days, but I made up my work and everything. It was hard, but I got through it. But I have his father there to help if he ever needed anything. But what about the females or the other parents that don't have anyone but themselves? I know it's even harder.
What's the biggest burden for the two of you being on public assistance? Is it enough?
No, it's not.
No. It really isn't.
Because your bills is like, your rent would be like $450, and your check's only $322.
Yeah, with one child.
Yeah, and then if, me and my roommate is sharing, and we pay $250 a piece, well, like $225, and it's still not enough money because, we still have to pay the light bill, the gas, and electric, it's not enough money.
And then you have to have a phone to communicate because, so with the phone bill and everything, there's really not anything left. Some people likes to sit home and collect welfare, but I don't see how. I don't see how you can live, off of what they're giving you, because it's not that much. It's not that much at all. The only thing that I see we're benefiting from is the medical assistance.
But for these mothers, the benefits are not a good enough reason to stay on welfare. At just 19 and 20 years old, Melanie and Paula are focused on establishing a better future for ththemselves and working to bring their days on welfare to an end.
I want to be a couple of things because I do hair and stuff in my spare time, but I do want to become successful in my lifetime, and I do want to raise my son up right. So that's my goal.
And my goal is to just finish school and to become, I'm in school right now to be in business and communication. So to just finish college, get my career set, and, raise my child.
And they believe their best advice to others on welfare is not to use the system as a crutch, but as a temporary means of help.
Don't get stuck. Try your best while you have the time and the assistance, the little bit of help that you do. Try, to get out there and to get an education. And to further your careers and everything. Don't get stuck.
Don't let nobody hold you down and say because you're on welfare you can never be anything because it's wrong and it's they're saying the wrong thing. Always try to reach your goal or whatever you're trying to be in life.
And it may be hard, but it's worth it. Yeah. It's worth it.
I love you. I love you too.
Let me rest you. No, I ain't rest you no more.
Reporting for Another View, I'm Lauren Peel.
Welcome back. With the growing rates of single parenting, teen pregnancy, and many other social issues, raising a child has not been an easy task. Correspondent Lauren Peel has the story of some very special grandmothers who have become mothers all over again.
As parents approach 50 or 60 years of age, they begin to look forward to retiring, traveling, or spending quality time with their grandchildren. But for many, that quality time is now spent 24 hours a day because they're living their golden years as parents. Alice Abner is just one of more than 100,000 grandparents in New Jersey raising their grandchildren.
Drugs in this society has plagued families and fragmented them to the point where the children have no one to depend on but the grandparents or other relative caregivers to take these children and nurture them and make them citizens, good citizens. So this is what happened to me in my own personal life. I had the same situation. My daughter had gotten involved with drugs and still is, I assume, and this is a very touchy situation. So that by her being involved in the drugs, I had to take those children or either place them in the hands of the state or foster care.
Now, the day which led up to your daughter initially being taken out of the home, what was that like?
The children was, very young. Well, we're talking about 9 years ago. And they were huddled under the table. They were asked by the police department to get under the table while they tore the apartment apart. And it was a very frightening experience for those children to even have to go through that. After that, I got a phone call from an officer saying that we arrested your daughter and we were going to give them to DIFAS, but neighbors said, would you, call you? And that's what they did.
Alice works in the Office of Social Services, but she is also founder and executive director of a group which gives emotional support to grandparents who bear the burden of raising a second family.
What are some of the things that Grandparent Support Group does?
We share our experiences as grandparents. We have field trips for the children. We have camping. We do at Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving baskets for all the grandparents in the group. We also at Christmas time for the children, we devote all that time with the children and see that they get some of the things that they want from organizations outside of, in the communities that would donate a gift wish for the children.
Have you gotten any financial assistance so far from the state?
No, none whatsoever. We're just not eligible for food stamps, and we're not eligible for the energy assistance, stuff like that, where we could, services, just like that would help us bear the burden, financial burden anyway, because I make too much money, and it's sad. It's sad. This is where we need the legislature, people that we vote into office, to these issues that we have with the grandparenting and the children, to have them in a safe environment. They're the ones that we vote into office. They're the ones to see that these things would change, and especially DIFAS. I mean, everybody knows that DIFAS is behind times, Youth and Family Services, right. That they need to revamp it and bring it up to date to the times that we're living in. And we're living in some crucial times. I mean, when children are being pushed from one household to another, they need a stable environment. And in order for us to do that, we could work together. What harm in us to work together and try to make this thing work?
In her opinion, there are two major problems with the division. First, DIFAS often sends grandmothers directly to social services. There, the grants they receive as welfare are significantly less than what they would receive from DIFAS. Second, DIFAS encourages grandparents to pursue custody of the children, but what they don't tell them is that by doing so, DIFAS is no longer responsible for providing assistance.
We introduced a bill on Trenton last October of '93, And this bill was designed to do just equal them, to receive just equal the amount of monies that the foster parents were receiving, no more or no less. And we have banged our heads against the wall. Nobody really wants to bend to help us help ourselves.
Now she is trying to contact Governor Whitman with the hope of going over the bill with her personally.
Governor Whitman, I would just love to meet you, and I would just love to tell you that if you're a people person and have some compassion for the children that we love, we would appreciate her addressing that issue.
The Grandparent Support Group has 3 offices in Middlesex, Mercer, and Hudson counties. If you would like more information about the organization and the bill they're presenting to Governor Whitman, call 1-800-23-GRANNY. Again, that number is 1-800-23-GRANNY. I'm Lauren Peel, reporting for Another
If she doesn't
View.
have this card, she has to call her social worker and get another one.
When state welfare workers try to find help for needy people, they often turn to general relief, the state aid program of last resort. But that help may soon disappear because Governor Weld wants to save money.
44,000 people were on general relief last year. That's a 20% increase over the year before. Most were individuals who were unable to work. Some were the unemployed getting job retraining. And an increasing number were families with no money and no way to get any.
This woman, who asked us to call her Anna, just got on general relief a month ago.
1, 2, 3, I'm alive.
A mother of 5 children, aged 2 months to 8 years, Anna doesn't qualify for regular welfare because of her recent marriage. But her husband is out of work now, and the family's only income is $760 a month in general relief. For these people, general relief has meant a renewal of hope for a normal life.
I was looking at general relief just for just to hold me out long enough till I get a job, which I'm looking for now. So, I mean, and right now, hopefully, I got an interview coming up.
Governor Weld has refused comment on his proposal to eliminate general relief, news that was a shock to Anna.
So what he's looking for is more homelessness then. Because without a job, you can't pay, you can't pay your bills, and general relief, in our case, it's been helping us a lot. And if we didn't have it, we'd be on the streets right now.
They're trying to stop all this violence and stuff and all the things that are occurring out in the streets. But if you start cutting people off and they ain't got no other means of, getting money, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? I mean, come on.
Yeah, and if it's not for, the parents and stuff, for the kids, because they need it.
How would this affect the child in your arms?
I don't even want to think about it. I really don't.
This isn't the first time a governor has gone after general relief to save some money. Governor Dukakis tried to cut some benefits last year, but was stopped by a court order. Governor Weld tried the same thing 2 months ago, but couldn't get legislative approval. If he gets it this time, then the social safety net will have shrunk that much further, and thousands will miss it when they fall. For the 10 o'clock news, I'm Richard Ager.
No, you don't need to. I just need
Our major criticism of the program is that many participants are simply moving off the welfare rolls and into the ranks of the working poor.
I would love to train people for $40,000, $50,000 a year jobs, But to tell you the truth, when my daughter gets out of college, she's not going to get a $40,000 and $50,000 a year job. So, I mean, how do we cut it?
Both of these women are talking about a Massachusetts employment training program known as ET. Widely touted as a national model for welfare reform, ET helps welfare recipients find jobs through a variety of training, educational, and placement programs. It's even featured prominently in Governor Dukakis's re-election campaign.
Now, like 25,000 other folks on welfare, she's working and paying taxes. That woman is me, Dorothy Heyman. I'm a surgical technician. I'm a new woman, and I owe it all to one guy, Mike Dukakis.
But a study released by the American Friends Service Committee today says that even when ET graduates are employed, most remain in poverty.
Getting women with families to support into these kind of jobs is just not the answer. It might be part of the answer, but it's not enough because people still end up being poor.
Susan Royce is a widowed mother and welfare recipient. She tried the ET program, but quit after several months. Part of the problem, she says, was the kind of jobs she was offered.
I don't think everybody that's an AFDC recipient would like to be a woman, would like to be a clerk typist, or a dishwasher, or a stockroom girl, or a clerk. The ET program isn't working for me because it isn't offering the jobs and the choices that I need to fulfill my life.
According to the American Friends report, Susan's experience in the ET program is far from unusual. The report's principal criticism concerned the wages earned by graduates of the program. Although the minimum wage for an ET graduate is $5 an hour, critics claim that the new expenses like transportation and daycare, combined with a reduction in food stamp and Medicare benefits, leave most recipients only slightly better off.
Yes, I think a lot of women getting off of aid feel better about themselves when reality sets in and they sit down and they see most of the people that I know, they're not doing any better.
But state officials today disputed that claim.
Federal poverty level is $9,100 for a family of 3. Our average entry-level wage is now $12,000 for a family of 3. So nobody seems to be criticizing the people that aren't on welfare that are going into those jobs. So why are they criticizing welfare clients who may choose to be trained and to go into those jobs?
Historically, jobs at the bottom of the ladder have been taken by people who are not the sole wage earner in their family. That is our problem here with the ET programs, that these are not teenagers working after school to supplement a parent's income. These are sole earners in their families.
For many here in Massachusetts, the bottom line on ET is the bottom line. Officials in the Dukakis administration point out that after deducting the cost of the program, ET will save more than $100 million a year in reduced welfare benefits. That may please taxpayers, but critics counter that in a program designed to keep women and children out of poverty, saving money shouldn't be a top priority.
If you think that the problem here is too many people on welfare, you will see that that is a solution to that problem. If you feel that the problem is there are too many women and children living in poverty in Massachusetts, is clearly not a solution to that.
The fault may not be in ET at all, but in the Massachusetts economy. Most of the jobs ET graduates find are in the service sector, where pay is low and the chances for advancement are slim. To correct the problem, the report calls for job placement that pay higher starting wages and expanding support services. But that will cost money, and in an era of diminishing federal support, such improvements may be slow in coming. For the 10 o'clock news, I'm Meg Valancourt.
Too large?
No, there's no left and right, and there's no contract.
I remember the first couple of years of the Canadian administration, my aunt was having all these places that had pay for the money. And it was like, I mean, well, Canada's got you did a very good job last night. On linkage? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, very, very good job. Thank you very much. I'm glad somebody said. None of the people that were in it, he was mad at me. Apparently, I didn't see my details. Which is not true. I mean, it is true. Because he did this. I have to believe it is. It's all what it is. Absolutely.
Do you remember what I told you about?
Well, when they first started out, the
Northeast holidays, you have to pay for those days. You have to pay for days that
well, whenever they
you're sick.
sick.
No, I did from the last time visit. It's almost considered tuition, not necessarily a daily fee. The problem that we had in Ellis was a lot of days we had to just close because of floods, things like that. We won't have that problem once we move. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. Do you have any questions about the problem? About the daycare center itself?
Besides that,
but I should think that was one of the reasons why we have more than
but then probably for Christmas present.
some a little. Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
I didn't notice any of that. Oh no.
Ironic candy.
Yeah, that was no. With Sydney. Yeah, it's gonna be now. I just came back and now Ray was talking about the
Over here. Okay.
You talk a little bit of English? What's your last name? N? F? B or the B? B.
You are.
And where do you live here? Where do you live right now?
1309 como Gualaba.
39?
1309.
1309. Is there an apartment there?
Yeah.
What is it?
11.
Okay. Do you pay for your own heat or is it included in your rent?
No heat, no calefacción. Dice only rent.
Only rent?
Yeah.
Straight rent. So your landlord takes care of that, right? Do you know what he heats the building with? If it's oil, gas?
Oil.
It's oil. Okay. Alright. Are there any other people that live in the apartment with you? Do you have
Only.
a family?
Only.
Only yourself?
Only in America only.
Oh, you're by yourself? Okay. And what's your age?
I pay the rent.
No, how old are you?
31.
What was that, right?
Employed right now?
No,
I just everybody who doesn't spend as much hours with food scrolling on an average day, unless it was really something.
What happened?
something's
Why
up.
did you lose your job? That's something to do with
Making money, you know.
So you were attending classes there. Are you work there?
No work.
You never worked?
No. Nothing.
They just don't like it.
Okay. Well, what is your source of income? How do you pay your rent?
I pay the rent 32.4. 32.4.
But where does the money come from? Are you on welfare or?
No, this is welfare is for me pay this full stamp, 75 stamp, no money. It's last month I took it.
Thank you. Thanks a lot,
Well, they didn't get us, huh? And they threw in some of them.
They'll have something on file in our tapes. So you might
But
be,
the sad thing is that there's no competition for it. Neighborhood groups coming into government. So hard to do.
I like Sesame Street.
Oh, yeah.
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 Right.
Ever watch any of the shows that
Senior
you
citizen
know
of
about?
Ohio.
No, it's seven. Seven is a little short ending.
Which name is it?
Kathy, hold your pen like you're writing.
Pardon me?
Hold your pen like you don't have to write, but just, yeah, like that.
They have a few Spanish shows on. Yeah. They used to have a show.
He's an old timer. He's been around for years. With the glasses, white hair. Yeah, report it. Joe Day. You know, but I was on his side. Oh, it's 5 or 4 that day. Yeah. Yeah, 7, yeah. So I think all did a whole thing.
Rolling. Need a mic level first.
Testing 1 2 3.
Say again.
Testing 1 2 3.
Okay. Could you say a few words?
Just testing.
Testing 1 2 3.
Again.
Testing 1 2 3.
Okay. Can you tell me, in a sort of brief summary, what happened to you in the last couple of years that you started off on welfare, and then what happened?
Well, I started off as a part-time homemaker. You know, I was on part-time welfare and working part-time 20 hours. And then in '82, I got shut off of Medicare and food stamps and my FDC check on some kind of Reaganomics business. And
how much were you earning?
At that time I was only earning like $380 or $390 at that time, because I just got up to $430 just past year or so.
How much were you earning per week?
What
were you taking
working?
home when they cut you off?
Like $113. You know, after they took out, you know, everything, I was bringing home like $113.
How'd you live?
Well, as the thing says, I had to tighten my belt. You know, I had to stretch, you know, because I had no other income. I have no other income.
What happened to your son?
Well, he was in daycare. We finished daycare. He went to school, and it just happened so that I didn't have to have a babysitter. At that time, his father would come by like for an hour and keep him until I got home from work. And that's how I managed.
What happened to your rent, and what happened to his after-school snacks and his breakfast?
Well, all that got disqualified. I was no longer eligible for that, and also this WIC program thing, I wasn't no longer eligible for that either. All got wiped up, and my rent, it continued just going up. It goes up every year anyway, regardless.
What benefits did you lose, and how did they affect your son? Why don't you list them for me?
Well, I lost my benefits. I lost the welfare check. I lost my food stamps and my Medicare. And at that time, Jason got an allergy, and he had to attend a clinic like every couple of weeks or so. And when that was cut out, I had to go to the Boston City Hospital, where I was going to like the doctor's billing, which takes Medicare, and where he was regular going was this South End clinic, which take Medicare. I no longer can go there now.
What other programs was Jason cut from?
The South End clinic, and that was about all, because he finished up the Harriet Tubman House.
Wasn't he also cut though from some food programs, some breakfast?
Yeah, the food program. That's when he was in the daycare just before he got finished with that, when I got cut off.
What happened?
He got shut off all that. He was no longer eligible for the food program and the WIC program. He was no longer eligible. You were earning, if I can get you to say, you had a part-time job. Why did you have the part-time job, and how much? And tell me again that you were earning only $112 when they paid you off, when they cut you off. When I was part-time job, the welfare says that you can work 20 hours a week, you know, and still be on part-time welfare. So I got this job as homemaker working part-time, you know, because I wasn't getting very much from Mother Aid anyways, you know. And when my rent was higher and I had no husband, I took this job, and I, you know, worked like that until, you know, they shut me off.
Do you think that was fair?
No, I really didn't, because see, the thing that hurt me so bad is the Medicare, the medicine problem, you know, that I have, you know, and I have to go to the doctors like me once a month. Jason don't have to go so regular. Now me, I have to go every month, and I have to pay for all that.
There's Reagan saying, "Are you better off than you were 4 years ago?"
Well, no, I'm not. It seems like I'm worse off today than I was before he got in there. Because I did have these benefits and and things, you know. And there's another thing in my, I don't know what the first of last year, what, that I was supposed to see a good wage or something in my check about the tax or something. I don't see where I see anything in mine.
How much
Because
do you
it's
earn
so
now?
little. Well, now I earn only $188, and when they get through taking out, I bring home $152, and I pay $210 of rent.
How do you get by?
Well, the way I get by, I have to buy according to my monies, and Jason's schooling. I have to go to places like Zaz and put the stuff on a layaway and pay a little bit down until I get what he needs. That's the way I buy his clothes and stuff.
Reagan said, well, there's all these welfare cheats. That's why we had to cut people off, because people who are capable of working should be working. How do you feel about that?
Well, people are capable of working, I guess I can see that, but gee, I don't know really what to say about that. I mean, if you got a kid 8 years old, I don't see why you can't work part-time and get part-time welfare like it was before. You know, because these days, I can't get out there and find a $10,000 a year job. You know, it's just not out there for me. I don't know why. And at the rate I'm going now, I'm not even eligible for food stamps. They won't even give me food stamps. Because I guess they say that this little money that I'm making here can take care of me and Jason. You know, that's the way I figure it out. So I quit fighting for it. I just give it up.
Is it enough to take care of you and Jason?
Well, no, it's not. It's not. Because I'll say, for instance, this school term, Jason's clothes, for instance, is much higher than they was 4 years ago. You know, because he was wearing a smaller size. Now he's in a bigger size, and it's more money. You know, I buy 4 pair of pants for Jason. I'm out of $53 for just 4 pair of pants.
If it's so bad, why don't you go back on welfare?
Well, the thing, if I go back on welfare, I seem to me like I'll be getting just about, maybe about $53 less than what I am, because, you know, they won't give me that much in the first place, but that it was helping, you know, but I sat down and tried to figure it out, and it seemed like I'll be about $50-some lower than what I'm is if I work, you know.
One of the things he's saying is that he's brought inflation down and employment's up, and people will be getting more money in their paychecks, and therefore you should be able to live on the new economic recovery.
Well, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen that part of it yet, and when they said that, and I went to pick up my check that Friday, I wanted to see a big increase in my check, and I certainly didn't see it, you know. And this food store, when you go out to shop, I don't see where anything has changed there, you know, because I can't afford to buy roast beef and steak and things like that. I got to stay on the lower level, you know. I mean, even fish is as high as roast beef, you know.
Who are you going to vote for in this election, and why?
I'm going to vote for Monday.
Why?
If there's any way I can get Reagan out of there, I'm certainly going to do that.
Can I get you to repeat that whole thing, because I was interrupting you? Sorry.
What?
Could you repeat that whole thing?
If I was going to vote for anybody, I'd vote for Mondale. If there's any way I can get Reagan out of there, I'm definitely going to do that.
Great. I'm going to ask you to say one more thing, and that's about your son. There was some quote in here about him taking food out of your son's mouth, and I want you to, if you can, repeat that, but tell me why. What you mean?
He took the food out of my son's mouth for some reason that he took the food stamps away from me. And in the second place, it affected me because when he took the Medicare card away from me, that means I had to pay for for all medication and doctor bills. I got to pay for all that. So that affected it too. So this is why I'm saying, that's why he took the food out of my son's mouth. That's why I said that.
Great. That's wonderful. We're just going to do cutaways now.
For that, I have to pay for Jason's clothing. I got to pay my bills around here. And my own medical bill. I have to pay for that, all out of that. So the way I do it is 1 week I'll pay my telephone bill, my insurance. The next week I'll pay my rent, and then the next week I'll put something down on my child's layaway. That's just the way I do it. There's no question about it. And I try to raise in this 30 cents and everything. So the homemakers all got together and went downtown to the rate setting office, hoping that we'd get a few more pennies. I don't know how much that'll be, but hopefully we'll get another small jump, I hope, which ain't gonna be very much for homemakers because they don't make very much money.
Mostly women working.
It's only FDC working part-time, you know, and only FDC.
They can do that.
They can do that. Some of them, I don't know how far you get away with it. You can't go from like 16 to 20 hours as much as you can make, because you see the thing is they're gonna load a check. If you working 20 hours a week, bringing home means your food stamp will be cut $5 or $10. Oh, that's the way they did mine.
Yeah, they cut off each dollar you earn, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
How about your son? How does he feel about it?
Well,
can you two just talk to each other about whatever?
So, what did you do? You go to school today and tell the teachers you was gonna be on TV?
No.
So what you did today? What
I
you
didn't
do in
really.
class today? Huh?
We didn't do nothing really, but this girl named Mary, she got sent out of the classroom because Tony was fooling around with the book bag, and she wanted her book bag back. And then Miriam said that wasn't fair, and so she got sent. She got sent in the annex.
Did you give Miss Lady the thing there for
Mhm.
me?
Yeah, I gave it to her. I got confused a little bit, but I didn't mix it up.
Stay there. I might have to tell it. I'm not good at this.
It's okay, just whatever
What's
you
for
want.
dinner?
Oh, for dinner is the macaroni that you wanted, you know, the words
Oh,
that you
yeah.
wanted. That you wanted. So did you give Miss Sanderson her letter for the shirt today? Did you give
Yeah,
her what
right.
she said?
Yeah. She said,
I got, you can push
That's
that out
okay.
of the way. I got to do something, so I have to
Two?
do the cracker. Oh, that's all right. Don't worry about it. We got to just do something so they can make some pictures. So what was your lessons today?
math. We had to do corrections. And when we was walking to the gym, it started raining.
Did you bring the homework home?
Yeah.
So what your homework is about today?
All I have to do is read. I have to read little pamphlet.
The same thing that you've been bringing home all the time? So y'all all set for your trip? What that doing the camp trip?
No, Wednesday.
Oh, this week? Oh, I see.
Miss Dickinson, Miss Dickinson, right? So told her to ask me, I don't know what Saturday, but she said on Saturday that we can, that she's gonna take me and Albert along with her on out of the city. And
you know, when you got home. You want to tell them something about that. That, what is it?
Chicken balls.
What is it?
I don't know.
Well, you went to the thing up Franklin Field.
Kites.
No. Tennis.
Oh.
About the tennis thing. You found out something like that today.
Oh, it's probably about
Yeah,
I don't know his name.
Yeah, just like you're talking, you know, like say, well, you know, people were asking me today if I was better off 4 years ago, and just chat a little bit like that. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You don't have to hold the mic. You hold it.
Wait,
Just
let me know when you get it to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
These people were asking me today, were we better off today than we was 4 years ago? What do you think about that, Jason? You think we better off today than we was 4 years ago, when Reagan got in office? What do you think?
I think. Say the question again.
Do you think we're better off today than we were 4 years? Are we messing up?
No, that's correct.
4 years ago, you know, before Reagan, when Reagan got in office, do you think we're better off today than we were 4 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? You think we're better off today?
Yeah, I think we're better off today. I hope Mondale gets it.
It's okay. I understand. I understand. I just wondered if he knew.
No, I don't think you understand too good.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So who do you think gonna win the campaign?
Well, Reagan got a good start.
Yeah, but what do you think is gonna happen at the end? You think Mondale will get it?
I don't know. I don't know.
But we hope we get it, though.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second. Have it go back and come back again.
I'll call out. Okay.
No, hang on.
Wait. Sure. Just don't look at the camera.
Okay, anytime.
Okay.